So hey, right now I am at Sir Stamford Flemming Park in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and it's my first time being at this park, and it was like about a 30-minute bus ride, I would say. I had to like transfer a bus, but then once I got here, there's this like little trail. It's kind of hard to find, but there's this ghetto trail that leads into the park actually, and you gotta walk quite far. Maybe there was a bus stop closer, but the one I got on for the directions, it was quite far, so a little walk to the forest, and finally I get to the waters right here. And behind me, as you can see, that is the Dingle Tower. I think that's how you say it, the Dingle Tower. I don't know. I wonder if you can go up there, but that's one of the main landmarks here that you can see, and it's a very nice walk along the waters here. And just the park in general is a pretty big park, and it all leads all the way up to a few lakes down that way. And so the lakes, Frog Lake, I think that's one of them is called, and there's a bigger lake after that. But I am gonna go explore, walk around, but I don't want to be here after sundown because that's when all the mosquitoes come out. So I'll probably explore a bit and then maybe come back here at a later date. But yeah, getting closer to the Dingle Tower, and right here in this park, I think they're having a little celebration, maybe a birthday party, because they got a few kids running around with bouncy castles and everything. And right over here, what you're hearing, is a small cool water feature. A little like waterfall that comes down from the stream, I think. And it's a very nice view. It's a bit windy today, a bit cloudy with the time I'm coming out, but I'm getting close to that tower. And as you can see, there's a little area right here where you can splash around, play in the water. It's probably pretty cold because all this is from Halifax Harbor, so it's all ocean water, seawater, salt water, right? And I'm guessing right now there's like different times where there's low tide, high tide, so it definitely changes as it goes. So pretty cool. Right now I am on top of the Dingle Tower, and the view from here is amazing. I walked up a bunch of stairs and it was so dark in there. There's lights, but I guess they turn on after a certain time. And right now it's pretty cloudy, so going up the stairs is pretty sketch. Like, it was just dark in there. I wasn't sure like something would pop out, but like, I got to the top. And did I choose a windy day to be up here? Like, my cap is almost flying off, so I snug this right on my head, but wow, the view is nice. So you can see straight out into the Halifax Harbor and straight out into the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, this is a great view. Point Pleasant, where I was before. You see where I'm pointing, basically that direction is Point Pleasant. Right now I am around the bend of, I think, is that the Bedford Basin, or is Bedford Basin over there? But anyways, the view is just magnificent up here. Like, you got the flags flowing. I recognize this is the Scottish flag. We got the Canadian flag back here, the English flag, which I was just looking at on this view, right? We got the English side. This view is just amazing. Look at that. Oh man, I don't know if you can even hear me with all this wind, but it is crazy windy up here. I'm clutching my phone real hard right now. I do not want to drop it because of this wind. But did I pick a windy day to be up here? I suggest if you come up here, pick a nice and sunny day, minor breeze maybe. That's nice. But right now, oh wow, you can just feel it. It's gusting. I don't even know if you can hear me through the mic, but yeah, this view is amazing. Look at all the boats just parked out and everything right there. I was walking along that path. Oh shoot! Okay, yeah. It's real windy. I'm not sure what this flag is actually back here. This one, I'm not so sure. I have to hold it to my phone with two hands now. But this flag, I'm not so sure. But the other flags, yeah, so Canadian, Scottish, and English. And why Scottish, you might say? Because Sir Flemming, the guy who owned this land back then, he gave it to the city. He was from Scotland before. before, and he was like a surveyor. So he would survey like all the waterways. He surveyed quite a few waterways and mapped out this entire piece of land right here. He also surveyed some of Toronto's waterways, and so for his contributions, and because it was his land and he gave it to the city, they named it Sir Sandford Flemming Park. And that is the name, that is the history behind that. So this is the Dingle Tower, and yeah, definitely check this out. I probably will come here another day so that I'm not so afraid of all this crazy wind right here. So I'll see it again on a less windy day. All right, see ya. And I am along the seawall of Sir Sandford Flemming Park, and it's a beautiful view right out into the Atlantic Ocean. This park and Point Pleasant Park are definitely two parks you want to visit if you're in Halifax. They're close by, and if you have a car, you can easily get to both of them. So these two are definitely my recommendations if you're going to visit parks, because they're both by the water. And if you want to visit a park, it's more interesting if you visit something with water, because it diversifies the look. You're not just seeing only trees or just big fields. You're seeing trees, fields, water. You get everything, you know. And who doesn't like looking out straight onto a lake or straight onto the ocean, or you know, yeah, it's just a beautiful view. I'll definitely come back here again.